Substance abuse recovery faces many challenges due to an uprising in the opioid crisis, as well as the addition of drugs for substance abuse treatment. Is causing just as many problems as they solve. Did you know that according to the National Center for Drug Abuse Statistics, West Virginia has more drug overdoses deaths per capita than any other state, which was 52.8 out of every 100,000 residents. This is 155.07 higher percent than the national average overdose death rate. As I stand here in front of you, I want you to think of something powerful. Imagine hitting your complete rock bottom and not knowing what to do, losing everything and everyone you love. Behind one bad choice, one irrational decision, and your life has taken a turn for the worst. I have, and it cost me everything: my livelihood, my family, and ultimately my freedom. But with the help of Narcotics Anonymous and my counselors, my sobriety has been consistent, and I'm about to hit my 3.5-year mark. This is what I'm here to talk to you about today. There have been many challenges that hinder an addict's success in recovery, as well as the people who work in recovery. As you go through these with me, you will see no one's success is linear, and not one person's story will be the same as the next. I even had the opportunity to sit down with someone who struggled with their own addiction, then became someone who worked in the field of recovery as part of the solution, which faces many challenges in itself. There are many factors that go into what causes addiction to plague someone's life. It can be from many family influences, friends, abuse of a prescribed medication, depression, and many others. Through my research, I have found many intriguing facts that I am going to share with you. The two most widely used recovery drugs are methadone and Suboxone. Suboxone comes in a strip that is taken orally by the mouth, but has been advanced into an extended release injection. This goes by the name of Sublocade. Both Suboxone and the injection are made from the same medication, buprenorphine. With every advancement comes a setback as well, though. With these medications, there is still a potential for abuse. Methadone is a synthetic opioid that is used to treat opioid addiction. That in itself displays the potential for abuse. The medication is usually dosed as a single dose, administered at a clinic that specializes in this medication specifically. There comes a time in this treatment when the medication is dispersed and left to take home. This is when abuse becomes a risk factor. Once it's left to the person to do the right thing, more often than not, that the person decides not to follow the proper dosing and treatment gets abused. In summary, the field of substance abuse recovery is facing challenges every day. Some aren't able to be contained. It went from the introduction of different drugs to the crisis, with the help of the people who should have been the ones to raise concern instead of abusing it. Finishing with the abuse of the medication used to treat addiction. It is a constant learning curve for everyone involved, and it leaves many in the field with the feelings of failure, as the crisis cannot be contained. On top of the data presented, here's another stat that was a little mind-blowing throughout all this. West Virginia's data presented to have the highest drug use in the country. Over 100,000 people died of an overdose related to opioids or stimulants between June of 22 and July of 23. About 1,500 of them in West Virginia alone. It is an epidemic that is evolving on a daily basis, and the fight against it is increasingly failing.